we're live. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. And I have no idea why my avatar's, what is that? Right hand is not moving. Why is it not moving? So when I move my mouse, my avatar's left hand moves as well. It's imitating my left hand's movement as I move my mouse. But I'm pressing a key right now, and my right hand, or my avatar's right hand, is not moving. Why is that? What is happening here? Okay. Now it moved. Okay. Let's see what happens if I unfocus. Nope, it's not moving again. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so guys, welcome to my live stream. And for this one, we have a specific topic. By the way, before I forget, the music that is playing in the background is Welcome to the Show by Kevin MacLeod. It's licensed under Creative Commons 4.0, and you can download it for free at incompetech.com. Go get it. There's also a lot of music that you can use, and if not all, maybe almost all of them are licensed. They have Creative Commons license 4.0. And as you can see, I wasn't able to create a proper standards for that, so I just said the words individually. Again, guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to my live stream. And the hot topic that I saw happening in Twitter today is Asmongold getting cancelled. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if I said it in any of my live stream, but yeah. It was just a matter of time. I think I did. It was just a matter of time. Because, as you know, people with opinions in the internet or in social media or social media websites or platforms, people with opinion or opinions are not allowed. You are not allowed to have an opinion because you don't know why. Because you might offend somebody. And in the era of wokeness, in the era of assholeness, I guess also the era of AI, offending people is a crime. Yeah, there are countries, mostly in the West, where having an opinion can get you arrested, especially if you have the wrong opinion. Imagine that. Imagine having a wrong opinion. But what is a wrong opinion? It's an opinion. It's neither right or wrong. Anyway, guys, let's go check this out. I've already did a search, and we're going to check out a few videos in less than an hour. Okay, there you go. First one I'm thinking of watching is this one from Side Scrollers. Asmongold was just fired by his PC company, I think. Okay, are you guys ready? If you are, then let's do this.
Hey, did you want another update on?
Hey, we have here Mr. Stuttering Craig.
Entire video as it was just released today on the show. So if you want a full breakdown of his kind of suit,
Yeah, I saw the live stream. I saw the title. I did not watch the live stream. Unfortunately, it was too long.
actual show every day.
But this one is quite short. It's just I guess you can call it a highlight.
Push out there. Now we all know that Asmongold was he was banned from Twitch after some statements he made regarding the conflict going on overseas. Like I said, I am not one who knows a whole lot about that, so I'm not going to even attempt to dip my waters.
Guess what?
In the waters of that. But with that said,
war never changes. And here's another one. War is stupid.
It's really weird.
Anyone involved in wars are
polarizing situation.
Both guilty.
Yo, you apologized, and some people are like,
no one is right.
You fucking apologize
when it comes to war. Because in the end,
livelihoods here and such.
The real victims are
this couple-minute video out.
Innocent people who has nothing to do with whatever
today
both sides are worrying about.
His PC company. And with that said, let's get
and innocent people are again usually the victims.
And this is, a couple minutes in.
Is that I think this.
Oh, and I want to preface this. He talked about how he said this stuff and he's felt like he's becoming a worse and worse person over the course of the last couple of years. He's been so in the weeds of the internet.
This has been going on now for like 2 years. I think that I've been slowly devolving into the most mean-spirited,
it's not you that is devolving, it is the internet that is devolving. Unfortunately, it's regressing.
Like nasty, like just callous.
He's become a Reddit mod. Sorry, that's just as he was saying that was the first thing that came to mind. Oh, he's a Reddit mod, or he's an anonymous account on X. That's what he is.
A psychopathic version of myself. I think that I've been devolving into this. And a lot of my friends have told me this. My dad has told me this. He said, you've got to chill out. You've got to calm down. I've been like, oh, that old man doesn't know what he's talking about. And I've finally had some level of accountability for that. And thank God. I look back at some of the things that I've said.
How is he thanking God when I don't even know if he believes in God?
Communicated and
does he believe in God or is just an expression?
I think it's looking back on it, it's just disgusting, and it's something that when you
they should ban.
You get fixed.
Using the name of God as an expression. It should be criminalized. Just kidding, of course.
So he goes on to continue.
People can say whatever they want.
The irony of all this is that in saying that he's going to take a step back, he just says he's going to stream less, but he wants to do more original content. So in time, he's probably still going to be doing the exact same amount of stuff. But he plans on cleaning his room, and look.
He could start by just playing games.
There is an absolute truth
because obviously politics is not his cup of tea, and also religion is not his cup of tea because he obviously doesn't know anything about religion, even though he has like
to step away and
religious. What do you call this? Decorations in his room.
He makes millions of dollars every month from Twitch and YouTube alone. Like, take a step back, touch grass, as they say.
Yeah, and the government. He is in Texas, right? I guess he is keeping all of those millions.
Just don't spend too much time in it. Don't be consumed. The normal men do not have their hands in their faces in their phone all day long, right? And that's Asmongold's career. So he is.
What he should do is stay out of politics because he obviously maybe he can't handle
repercussions to
politics. Who knows?
The statement that he made. This from Reforge Systems, which is the PC company that he is working with and has been working with. Says we have spoken.
It's not Reforge, it's Starforge. Come on, Craig. You can't even read.
That's my Vince McMahon, by the way, who's also been fired, by the way. Starforge unequivocally rejects all forms of discrimination, hatred, and violence. We stand by and align ourselves with those around the world seeking to foster acceptance, unity.
Oh, come on. Again with the bullshit.
Locking.
Sure.
Sure,
look at that. It's all bullshit.
Now, Jake Lucky took that and he posted, and he did not lock his comments over here. Crazy that his actions have consequences. Bigger loss for Starforge than it is for Asmongold. So it's very, very polarizing.
That is kind of true, though, because I'm pretty sure Asmongold alone can sell a lot of PC
I don't even know
from his involvement.
Try to talk about it, but I'll say this.
I don't know, though. I'm just assuming.
He's only pissed off more.
I am a assumer. I am an assumer.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't there, Asmongold. With that said, you're going to be just fine in the long run, assuming somebody doesn't just try to, in Minecraft, if you know what I'm saying. But I don't think that's going to happen because, hopefully sanity will prevail in this situation. With that said, I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Reforge.
It's not Reforge, it's Starforge. Come on, Craig. Craig, what are you doing? Okay, so there you go. That was side scrollers, I guess, update on what happened to Asmongold. He was like banned from Twitch and also fired from his own company. Amazing. Okay. I stopped watching the quartering a long time ago, but I'm going to give this one a watch. Yeah. The reason why I stopped watching the quartering was I've seen a few videos of his that he was covering where I could clearly see the disinterest in his eyes as he was like covering a topic. He wasn't really interested in the topic. He was just doing it because it was trending and it would probably give him a lot of views. It was if someone is really interested in what they're covering. It's in their facial expression, it's in their voice, in their tone, in the way they speak. And you'll also know when someone is really not interested in the subject matter or the topic and was just covering it just because. Reasons.
What's wrong, everyone? Jeremy here from the quarter.
But I think for this one, I'm pretty sure.
If you're a YouTube viewer, just search up Quartercast. It's my live.
I guess, again, I'm just assuming he is
5 p.m.
quite interested in this particular topic because it involves another content creator.
Fox News don't softball her the whole time.
Also, if he's not interested in the topic, he clearly doesn't know a lot of things about the topic and was just like regurgitating whatever it is that was,
essentially saying that
whatever it is that he was reading from his screen.
It is pathetic. He also issued a lengthy 20-minute apology, which he's entitled to do. And I do think a lot of the things, I watched the full apology. Some Asmongold viewers asked me to watch the whole thing before I reacted, and I respect that. To me, Asmongold is doing what he needs to do to, preserve his businesses. I believe that he meant what he said, but that he misspoke. I don't think he ever meant to imply that all Palestinians are Terries. He was obviously only talking about the Terries, Hezbollah, and
Look at that. He can't even say the word terrorist because he'll get shadow banned by YouTube. Me, I don't care. My channel has been shadow banned for like a few years already. And I'm not, even though I'm streaming this in YouTube, my main platform right now is Rumble. Speaking of Rumble, go and sign up. If you're a content creator in Twitch or in YouTube, where speech is censored and moderated, you can't say things that will or things that doesn't align with the platform's politics or beliefs.
Fall safe.
And you're always like walking a tight line
A little
of getting banned or demonetized.
supporting the channel. Check the link in the description. Now,
Guess what? There is an alternative, and that is Rumble.
20 minutes.
Go and sign up
It was pretty well thought out.
with Rumble. I don't know why content creators are not doing that, unless of course they have a special contract with Twitch or YouTube that they can't make content for other platforms. But I'm pretty sure many are not.
Never going to accept any apology he issued anyway, and they wanted to ruin his life anyway for disagreeing. Apologizing to anonymous strangers on the internet is pointless and dumb. He's doing this because he has, I'm assuming, a multi-million-dollar computer building company, a multi-million-dollar group called OTK, which is a content creator house or group. That's why he's doing this. Now, I genuinely believe after he said this.
Here's the thing: if you are part of a group and that group would not support your own beliefs and opinions, come on, better leave the group. It's not for you. Because a group is like a community, and
He's 100% correct. That was the crux of his.
they should be able to accept that you as a person have a different opinion or a different opinion or believes in something else. Maybe you believe that the earth is flat. It shouldn't matter.
Hospitals and schools. And then everyone's always like, oh my God, somebody blew up, somebody did this or that to a mosque or a hospital. Well, when they're hiding their weapon stashes in there, I don't care. I don't care. Obviously, school would be, ideally there's no students there when that happened. But I mean, that's people like, oh, they're war crimes, war crimes. Wouldn't it also be a war crime to be hiding your weapons in hospitals, civilian homes, and
I'm going to repeat it again. War is stupid.
And then also,
And there is no winners in a war. There are only deaths.
important to distinguish between
And those people who are ordering or orchestrating these wars are not the ones affected. People should realize that those who are orchestrating these wars are not affected by it. They are in their mansions,
ridiculous.
and they are eating well, and they have medical facilities for them if something happens.
Is a co-founder
The real victims are those who
computer building company.
most probably don't have anything to do with what the war is about, like children, like normal people.
We stand by.
They are the ones affected. Their homes are getting destroyed. Their businesses are getting destroyed. Their livelihood is getting destroyed. For what? Because politicians are mad at each other.
If you don't,
There you go. That is what war is.
coffee company, right? Coffeebrandcoffee.com. I specifically called it that because I didn't want it to be tied to the quartering, right? I didn't want to be tied to my name. Now, of course, it will always have some tie to me. But, if somebody emails and says, oh my God, the quartering's making fun of, this, that, or the other thing, I'm not going
Just take a look at what ended the Second World War.
because I
They nuked Japan twice.
some sort of penance.
Who were affected the most? It wasn't the military.
Tweets,
It was the hundreds of thousands of innocent civilians that were affected.
Constantinople mutually agreed to Islamic rule. Hey, Hamas, don't forget.
Just imagine the number of children.
I mean, this literally
That
means
were killed.
Asmongold is still an equity holder. Yeah,
They don't have anything to do with what's happening.
whining and complaining
They don't even know what war is.
in their bios from their mother's basements while they wait for them to bring them dino nuggets. couldn't afford a computer from them anyway. That's why so much of this noise and this boycott stuff online. I wish more companies actually had any clue that these people don't have the money for your product. They were never going to be your customer anyway. This seals the deal. Starforge has officially gone woke. They've ruined the company and they keep making it worse. I'll be selling my PC and taking my business to Alienware, where they value open debate and freedom of speech. By the way, I would recommend Meta PCs. It's the computer I use.
Hey, how about sending me a PC?
Some money.
No, don't do it.
The laptop I use. It's a computer.
The custom fees is enormous.
I don't know.
It's like buying a computer locally.
They have ready-to-build PCs, custom cases, finance.
I remember someone that was like
Below, if you're looking to.
going to send a video card. They had like
You see left.
a video card that they weren't using, and
Asmongold, OTKs.
they wanted to send a video card to me so that I could upgrade my PC so I could play the game better. I said no. I said no because obviously they won't send. Sending it via postal is dangerous because it wouldn't arrive. Obviously, it will be stolen.
That. It's, I missed
And sending it via
else I said, but whatever. Obviously,
courier service
call center
will
trash.
incur
It's really not that
a
complicated.
huge amount of custom fees.
Don't let yourself
It's
get
like
logically captured.
buying a new one locally.
Point you to makes you so unreasonable.
So I guess it's better to send cash
No one wins.
than send goods
That's false
because
or
cash,
mischaracterization.
although there are fees,
Over a year ago,
it's like what,
harsh on my stream, and I ignored him.
5%.
Same with a lot of real life friends.
But sending goods
More hostile
and you're going to use a courier service, the custom fees
comparison with
are
all sparkling zero
enormous.
playthrough. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I want more sparkling zero playthroughs, and I never want to play Wulong again. The vibes and the feel of the stream recently has been a lot more tense, and a lot of it's my fault. There's a lot of this stuff, you know, that is fine. You know, like I've had viewers check me where I get a little too like, maybe too a little, I forget to call out my own side, or I'm wrong about something and I double down incorrectly. And that's most of what Asmongold is doing here. It's like, I don't hate the guy for doing this. He also said sponsors had nothing to do with it. This wasn't even in the top 5 worst things I've said. I don't believe that. We know that sponsors had something to do with it. You know, Hassan Piker has literal Terry's on his live stream.
It's the same with China. China is a communist country, but
Down from
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in China who doesn't agree with communism.
conflated all Palestinians with the Terrys.
They just can't do anything about it.
Everything about my life is basically fucked. And I'm going to take a step back from all of that. I'm going to step away from my leadership position and OTK and Starforge and everything. I want to, and they're fine with that. They respect that, and I want to do this. And
I don't believe that. I believe that they told you to do it. The fact that OTK issued a statement proves that they told you to do it, that they wanted you to do it. If you look at their Starforge Systems X account, which again, you should be buying from Meta PCs anyway, they've been getting bombarded since yesterday from, you know, Queers for Palestine people saying, you know, honestly, oh wait, this is actually not them. They just retweeted somebody. Here's their post. Hey, if I come from an inferior culture, can I still buy a computer? I will never purchase a Starforge PC. You would never purchase one anyway. Like, that's what people need to understand, is that Twitter...
Guess what? I'll never purchase a Starforge PC as well because of one reason. I can't afford them.
and it means nothing for the most part. Sure, you can look at things like Bud Light,
My PC, the one I'm using, like it's what 5 years old already, and I bought it for like $500, and it wasn't even new. If I'm going to value it, because usually the life of a PC is 5 to 10 years old, that I guess it has depreciated by almost maybe over a half.
And pro-Palestine people.
And the PC Starforge are selling are like what, in the thousands?
100,000 Americans.
Wow, imagine that.
Overdose. We are being invaded by a foreign army at our southern border to the tune of millions of people a month in some cases. We have a massive homelessness problem. We have a massive mental health crisis in this country. We have young, healthy, people chopping off their body parts. Okay? This is what I want to worry about, and with my limited time left on this planet. If you want to spend all day worried about a battle going on 5,000 miles away in the desert, that's on you. But if you're a Jewish viewer of mine or you're a Palestinian viewer of mine, I like you. I have nothing against you. But just like if you're in Palestine, you're not worried about what's going on the American streets. I'm not worried about what's going on yours. Once you're in America, then you're an American. If you're a Jewish person in America or a Palestinian in America, now I'm concerned about you because we're both Americans. But no, I don't care about, the basic near constant war in the entire Africa, in the entirety of Africa. The problems in Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran, right? I don't care.
He has a point though. Yeah. Those people don't care about you as well.
Point.
You're the only one caring about them.
Spiraled wildly out of control.
It's not a bad thing. It's not.
Fire.
He has a point.
Okay. Or I'm sorry, step down. Okay.
Unless you have relatives in the region,
Off the cuff.
then obviously you should be worried because
Ask who you cannot criticize.
you need to know whether they're safe or not. Again, the real victims of war or wars
Talk to you again.
are the citizen, the people. It's not the politicians in their big mansions. Okay, so this is I'm not going to watch this. I've already seen this in someone posted it posted this in X, so I've already seen this. Okay, what is this? We have PDS news clip. Who is this guy? Who's this guy? I don't know who this PDS guy is. Streamer announcement. This was like, earlier. Omni a day ago. What is this? 17 hours ago. Let's go see what this is. It looks like more of a parody than a a news coverage.
Asmongold, also known as homeless / cockroach moist critical, has finally gone too far. He's been banned on Twitch.
Homeless cockroach moist critical.
As a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now.
This is a classic case of like Icarus flying too close to the sun. Nobody needs Asmongold's opinion on this, and in fact, he said that himself not even a year ago. Weird as fuck to see so many people coming out with statements about the Israel-Palestine conflict as if they need to comment on it. Can we please stop this weird culture around expecting people with no relevant background or education to talk about world event and politics?
So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing. And how much did they kill? As many as they can.
Like, I guess we all know that Israel and Palestine aren't the biggest fans of each other, but why? Like, so far, it's not even that bad. Like, he's just kind of, like, out of his element. He's not in his zone. He's just talking out the wazoo.
They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways.
While as a Westerner, you're 100% allowed to prefer your culture to somebody else's, you shouldn't be straight up calling them inferior.
And it is an inferior culture in all ways.
Like, if he was joking, I understand, but he's not even joking. He's kind of like going on an unhinged rant. He's sort of grouping a lot of people under one umbrella here.
They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture.
This ain't really something you say over the internet. This is something your uncle says 6 beers in over Thanksgiving dinner. Now, I'm not going to turn into Sneeko and book a trip to the Mecca, but I have a lot of cool Muslim friends that are against a lot of the same stuff Asmongold is. It's not that easy to just put a bunch of...
It's like the CCP again. It's like the Communist Party in China.
This, I think, is absolutely insane.
It is that
Not everyone in China are, you know, happy with communism. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of Muslims that are not happy with or don't agree with a lot of things in their beliefs as well. I'm assuming.
I watch
But it just makes sense to say that, right?
Honestly, it's kind of a breath of fresh air to hear somebody speak in their mind unfiltered. But Asmongold went against his own rule and sort of apologized.
Although there are bad people everywhere, there are also a lot of good people out there.
Deserves to have their life destroyed even if they do things or have views I find regressive.
The problem is generalizing or putting everyone in the same
I don't mind
in the same boat.
something I think I'm actually wrong about, and that given the amount of times I've gotten hate for things and never
Because there's a lot of nuances to things.
weren't really buying it though.
That's why there's always the phrase, well, it depends.
Well, folks, he said my bad. I think that's a wrap. Getting cancelled isn't real. Even Dr. Diddy Specht has a fan base, but Asmongold did get his Twitch banned, and some people were leaving Starforge.
Well, the ban is like 14 days.
Asmongold is a pretty level-headed guy, so this is far.
Asmongold is like a millionaire.
Make assumptions of him when I've never.
14 days of not streaming will not hurt him a lot.
I don't think that's right, but I'm pretty sure.
In fact, it'll give him like a lot of time to clean up his room. Maybe he should watch a few Dr. Peterson videos so that it will hopefully motivate him to
when you're
get up and clean your room, something like that. Trying to imitate Dr. Peterson.
Right now, it's been a little funny, I won't lie. Like, we got real talented artists drawing Asmongold as a literal cockroach. Like, a roach squash to his channel being bad is funny, like, I won't lie. Like, it's very easy to attack Asmongold for being a lazy, homeless bum and not cleaning his house. Like, this is a dude that's notorious for brushing the blood of his teeth on
In any groups, in any community, in any country, religion, or whatever, there are good and bad people.
And he was basically saying, but what if you were gay in Gaza, you know?
This is the second story bounce back.
It's honestly difficult making a video on somebody you enjoy.
You can't just put them all in one basket just because like
He fucked
a
up.
few people in the group are doing bad things. Look at that, they're all bad because
On the situation,
you know this group of certain people in the bigger group are like doing a lot of bad things.
Like, while you can clearly tell,
That would be insane.
want the YouTuber's opinion on the whole Gaza conflict. Like, I saw a meme of Logan Paul talking about it, and I'm just mind blown. I personally think that not caring about a situation is far less bad than like giving your opinion on it.
It is better to
they are
not,
the same as us.
I guess,
From an inferior
comment on the group, but on those who are involved in the bad things directly.
The situation doesn't escalate and like hurt my family in the process. You know, nobody wants a World War III kind of event.
It is that simple. No.
For example, here in our country, a lot of when the Americans were here, a lot of locals were killed
I like to tell you that there's a lot
just for trespassing
of people with no foot in the game,
on their bases.
children that don't care about politics or even understand them.
Am I supposed to say that all Americans are bad? No, it's just those assholes.
Killing them versus they're going to be homophobic and Israel's not killing them. I prefer the they're going to be homophobic and Israel's not killing them outcome. I think we can agree on that, right?
Like, it's rare I say this, but Hassad is kind of right, no? And I just want to emphasize that I mean that strictly on the basis of civilians. I don't understand enough about the Hamas and IDF to make a comment.
Especially if we both come to the
Okay.
recognition that Israel killing them is not going to combat homophobia at all.
Okay. All right. We can come to that agreement.
Okay, great. All right, perfect. That's
Asmongold shouldn't be talking about this stuff. He's cheesing too much. Just look at his face. He's like smirking, lifting his eyebrows. This is not a field for him. You know what I mean? I also love American politics. Like, they'll take an issue completely unrelated and just draw parallels to gay people and like make it an issue about that. The last thing on the mind of people in Israel and Gaza is gay people.
They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons.
This part is just true. More money equals more weapons equals more deaths. That's just facts. And, you know,
And where is the money coming from?
Gold saying, it's okay, guys. He says he's sorry, posting a photo of
no.
I'm pretty sure that fella would be more critical.
It's not coming from the civilians.
Fifth video of I got canceled, the epic.
Number 2.
Sure.
You said you voted for Donald Trump in the past in 2016.
I did.
Okay, why did you vote for Donald Trump?
I just didn't really like Hillary Clinton.
There you go. Turns out people have many different motivations for voting for one particular party over the other, and it doesn't have to be Islamist fundamentalism that they believe in.
While Hassan is slightly hypocritical and often groups people he doesn't like under the same umbrella, in this case, he is right. Not all people are the same from different cultures, and all people think differently.
And it is an inferior culture in all ways.
Even Sneeko quickly chimed in and said that if he said the same about the other side, his bank account would be locked. Retarded American ignorance on full display. Sneeko is right. He is ignorant. Why even touch the situation with a 10-foot pole? Like, I'm tired of YouTubers thinking there's some kind of experts. But this is quite a dilemma because at the other side of the coin, I don't understand why people care so much about what YouTubers say. It's honestly sad. It's weird. Like, don't get me wrong. He's allowed to believe what he wants to believe. He's allowed to say what he wants to say, but like, he cannot expect to be going around saying stuff like this without getting like some sort of repercussions. I guess you could say he fucked around and found out.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a punishment like 14 days. It's like giving the guy a vacation. Hey, here's a 14-day vacation.
That I just assumed.
Whoa! Look at that. It's Mass JT. Nothing to do with Asmongold. Okay, let's see here. Asmongold leaves OTK 12 minutes. This was like 50. I don't know who this Akalan TV guy is. But let's go and watch it anyway.
Hey, what's good, boys? Akalon here, of course. Welcome back to each.
That is where I guess Asmongold made a mistake because he grouped everyone in the same basket.
What he said.
That was the problem.
But since then, a lot of things have actually happened. Some good, some not so good, and some actually amazing. And we're going to be talking about all of that in this video. Now, Asmongold put out a video yesterday detailing his thoughts about everything that he said, making promises and amends, and trying to convey a message of change. Now, the video was actually pretty good. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed watching all of it, actually, especially the second part where he talks about all of the changes that he wishes to make within his own life. As someone that is on a journey of my own to make changes.
I need Asmongold should read the Bible.
Do it.
You know, there's a lot of bad things in the Bible, but there's also a lot of good things in the Bible. You focus on the good things and not on the bad things. Just like in any story, the Bible's one big story. Okay, it has villains, it has heroes, it has good things, it has bad things, it has bad people, it has good people. Because you can't make a story about a good person or a hero without
Like, you have to
an evil person or a villain.
He just angry all the time at everything. And he says he definitely allowed for the bubble that he was in to influence him in a way that made him a lot angrier and a lot more upset. And I, for one, understand this. I think oftentimes what people don't understand is, as content creators, when I'm dealing, for example, with the woke DEI nonsense in video games, what you're seeing is a 20-minute video or a 12-minute video of me talking about the next big DEI thing. What you're not seeing is the 12, 14, sometimes 16 hours a day spent researching this, knee deep in this nonsense, right? Constantly looking at posts from various people, companies, researching what the hell are these companies actually up to, So your entire life effectively becomes embroiled within this DI stuff. Now, Asmon obviously doesn't do that research himself.
Asmongold just reacts to.
His-
Asmongold is just doing what I'm doing. He's just basically just reacting
If you're not careful,
to
absolutely jade you.
to topics being discussed by
Is
uh,
what I love.
a content creator or topics being discussed in a video like this one, for example.
And destroying games, taking budgets that could have gone to really good games and absolutely wasting it on super bad games. That
The problem with DEI and wokeness in games is that they are sacrificing good story with a political agenda,
where you just go too deep down the rabbit hole, and they
which shouldn't matter really.
also impacts you. It makes you angry.
They should just focus on
you
making fun games.
that you stop
They should play it and is this fun?
way or
No, dude, it's boring.
I
Really, is it boring? Yeah, it's boring, man.
his frustration is just that. Because in the video, he does mention that Starforge, OTK, Mushroom Inc., all of these companies and the spin-off companies that came from OTK have
And guess what? People don't really care. Most people, or at least in my case, I don't really care what race you are.
as the
I'm not even Japanese, and I enjoy watching. I spent like years watching animes back in high school, back in the 80s, or maybe even the 80s. I was like, I can't go further because I wouldn't exist. So even back in the 80s,
it's just something that he no longer wants to have. He doesn't want to die that way. And I can certainly respect that. I can certainly
it's all about whether the content or the show is good or not, the story is good or not.
and I had to make decisions very much along the same line. So I fully respect that he wants to do that.
Now, I enjoy watching Korean manhwas because unlike Japanese mangas, they're like in color.
Put out a message here where they said a few days ago, Zach made some comments that even in his
And I guess you can say that sometimes the art is like better.
all forms of the
And although my issue with manhwa is that the chapters are very short. It's like when you read a manga, a chapter of a manga is like 10 chapters in a Korean manhwa. I sometimes I sometimes read Chinese manhwa as well.
incredibly bad.
Because although the stories are like,
But he wasn't
repetitive,
for genocide.
it's basically when you read a Chinese manhwa, it's about someone getting bullied and then getting power and then getting back to the bullies. It's kind of satisfying though.
I think both
I guess maybe that's why it's a popular topic
yesterday. But anyways,
or a popular subject.
this behavior. So yesterday evening, they spoke with Zach, and he will be stepping away from his roles at OTK and our affiliate companies, Starforge, Mythic, and Mad Mushroom. I don't know.
And I'm not even Chinese. I guess my grandfather is Chinese, but it doesn't mean I'm Chinese.
Just desperately wanting to distance themselves because obviously all of them have their lives tied up.
So when it comes to content or media, it all boils down to whether the story is good.
It sounds like
It doesn't.
was the one who
The
said
characters doesn't matter. You shouldn't even focus on the sexual orientation or the race of the characters.
earlier today he posted a video detailing his thoughts and his comments along with the changes he plans on making moving forward. We hope Zach remains committed to the promises he made to us, the community, and to himself. In the meantime, OTK will continue fostering an open and inclusive
But it doesn't mean you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Okay? If you want to create stories about someone's sexual orientation and race, guess what? You are allowed to do it. But don't expect if the general audience
leads me to
don't
believe that
consume it,
they may have actually
because obviously it's
in many ways.
it's targeted
This new
to a
season,
particular
why is actually important?
audience,
Just very
a
quickly, Star
specific
Wars may-
audience.
someone up-
It's not for the general audience.
Uh,
It's for the modern audience.
they
The same is happening with games these days. Gaming studios and game developers are making games for the modern audience.
Forge and OTK is getting
And, well,
these
they're
messages,
not making money
obviously damage control and all the rest.
because the modern audience don't care about games. They don't care about
For Asmongold,
um,
I think him leaving
video games, I guess.
these other companies may actually give us a clue into where all of this comes from. And Asmongold, being obviously a very intelligent human being, he understood this, right? He knew that this was part of the problem. I think Asmongold was spreading himself too thin. I think the stress of owning your own company and knowing that now when you say bad
I think what happened with Asmongold is
some people
he just expressed
It's-
what he really thought about the topic.
go under as a result of this. Let's be real. Asmongold really
And
of OTK.
I guess he was like emotional. He used
Every single one of them.
emotions when he talked about the topic. If he was logical, he would know. Oh, I shouldn't say this.
You know,
The filter went off, basically.
their language here, however, in this,
The filter went off.
but their language here suggests that he may not have been happy with the direction of these companies for a while.
Also, calling any culture an inferior culture is even,
And woke.
I guess it's
and sweet.
crossing the border.
You listen to the language.
You may not agree with one's culture, but you can't call another culture inferior.
that both of them
Because guess what? Maybe in their eyes,
Sweet
you know,
Baby
in their eyes, your culture is inferior.
DEI. And language is important. The way we choose to express ourselves.
But again, maybe he was
From Star Forge
talking based on his
for
emotions,
audience.
and
Which
because of that,
was
his logic
at this message,
got turned off.
which
The
audience,
filter got turned off.
shall we say, more accepting of this?
But I'm not going to filter myself when I say that
As you can see here, you cannot.
these gaming studios, game developers that are destroying our games
For
to
OTK,
push an agenda, they are a bunch of assholes. I'm grouping them
because again, they knew that their language
in one basket. All of them who are destroying games.
It's about the audience that they were
See, it's still specific, although it's kind of grouped together.
full.
Game developers are not destroying our favorite pastime. Obviously, are not in that basket. Only those
To his fans, because it
gaming studios and devs
is Palestinians interchangeably with
who are out there creating games
Palestine. Now,
that no one wants to play.
Also, it wasn't just that issue. Don't let yourself become ideologically captured by a worldview to the point where it makes you so unreasonable that you turn into what you're fighting against. No one wins when I stand behind a statement that's false or a mischaracterization. My dad told me over a year ago I was getting too harsh on my stream and I ignored him. Same with a lot of real life friends. I think I've just been increasingly more hostile and negative that brings a bad vibe to the stream. A good comparison, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero playthroughs versus Wulong playthrough. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I want more Sparking Zero playthroughs and never want to play Wulong again. The vibes and feel of the stream recently has been a lot more tense, and a lot of that is my fault. If you think that means my first stream back is going to be playing Dustborn and promoting Sweet Baby,
Okay, so what game is Wulong?
anything other than trying to be more positive and less
Okay.
spirited. And then, of course, there is this. Take a break. Us Chuds will be here waiting for you to make streaming great again. And you
I didn't know there was a game called Wulong.
equals die gaming video.
Maybe because
So,
maybe I didn't see it in my timeline. I usually get, you know, I don't get a lot of
trait.
other things in my X timeline. I usually just get either gaming or pro wrestling, and sometimes wokeness regarding or wokeness in gaming. There you go. And of course,
that may have
I also get a lot of Elon Musk tweets because guess what? Or posts because Elon Musk owns the platform. Maybe it's like pushing himself
if
to everyone.
the owner of OTK and I were the one directed to craft this apology, I would literally just have said, listen here, guys, a few days ago, Asmongold said some stupid shit, and we don't stand for that. We had a conversation with Asmon, and Asmon said, you know, he wants to step back. And we said, bro, that's probably better for everyone if you do so. We'll continue to do the work that we've always been doing. Have fun and keep supporting us. Thank you. Bye. I would not include the open and inclusive work environment unless I was woke as and literally just the most left-wing idiot you can imagine. But then again, a lot of the streamers in OTK are personal friends with Hassan. I mean, you want to get brain dead takes, that's the dude. That's who you go to. The fact that Asmon even spoke to Hassan is ridiculous. Hassan had terrorists on his stream and then praised them for being the modern-day Anne Frank. Like, the dude doesn't even know who Anne Frank is. He's a moron, right? So I don't even know why.
Oh, come on. Why would people even watch the guy?
Because Asmon clearly didn't take a lot of what Hassan was saying seriously. I think it was a little bit of damage.
Just the fact that he's labeled as a
taking a step away from OTK is
millionaire socialist. There's a lot about the person already. How can you be a millionaire if you're a socialist?
I don't think these companies
the two doesn't mix. It's like mixing water and oil.
It's interesting to me that it's lost.
I guess maybe there's a technology now that allows the mixing of water and oil that I don't know about. Maybe.
Starforge, and Mad Mushroom Inc. and all of these other things that became OTK really only started about 2-3 years ago. So yeah, I think personally, if you're going to start any sort of streamer organization, it is incredibly important that you vet the people that you get in. Allow me to explain. I can be friends with people on the left, and I have plenty of...
The problem with the left is this.
I will never go into business with my left-wing friends because they're...
The problem is this. If
I don't want to be in business with
if you don't agree with them, you are excluded automatically.
them as friends. They bring a nice perspective to my life. Not from business perspective, right?
Maybe not everyone, but usually that is the case.
Better with them, or my centrist friends because I align exactly with them, but not with my left-wing friends because I do have a couple of super.
With the right, if you have, if you're friends and you have different opinions, yeah, sure, there will be arguments, but in the end, they'll simply just not talk about the topic anymore.
The problem, of course.
Come on, guys, let's just don't talk about this, okay?
With people like
Let's just keep on drinking.
people who are very bad, right? Or Hamas boy.
Where's the music? Come on, play the music.
But never mind that. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's the update. That's all we have at the moment. We'll see once Zach returns to the streaming world if he has actually changed. If he very quickly just devolved.
Asmongold is not going. Okay. Here's a well-kept secret. People don't change. People adapt, but they don't change. If someone is forced or pressured in a certain condition, or they're placed in a certain condition that they're forced to do decisions, they will act
3 or 4 months now.
They will act based on who they really are.
I wish you all the best, and I think everyone else does. Guys, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike it, the dislike button. And as always, I will see all of you in the next one.
Okay, so this was I guess a good video because the guy is very articulate. Although I spent most of the video just talking about other things. Okay, so giving that a like. Again, I don't know who this guy is. My first time watching Yeah, a video from his channel. I'm not going to subscribe yet. Maybe if I see him again and if I continue to like his videos, maybe I'll go and subscribe. But for now, I'm giving a like just to indicate to myself that I've already watched it. Okay, new Assassin's Creed Infinite. Okay, this is not it. Asmongold situation is insane. Okay, Twitch streamers Asmongold sparks backlash by saying Palestinians come from inferior culture. That is where the problem started. You can't say that. Not because it's what do you call this? It's not politically correct. It's just wrong. You can't say one culture is inferior to another because in their eyes, if you are on the other side, okay, if you're on the other side, guess what? They would also think that your culture is inferior to them. It's like tribalism. Okay, my tribe is better than your tribe kind of thing. You can say that. There are 8 billion people on the planet right now. And a country or a culture can have like billions of people in it, millions even. And there are like people, well, not all would have the same idea or thought as Asmongold. And if they voice that out, and you're the one receiving you're the one receiving it, you won't like it as well. Why are you calling my culture inferior? No, your culture is inferior. Then it'll just be an endless debate. And I guess I've said this like before that in the history of the human race, all kinds of groups, race, people, community, religion, they've all done bad things to each other. No one is righteous. Okay, that is why it makes sense to say that everyone is a sinner. No one is righteous if we're going to base it on history. Everyone did something bad to someone else. I'm not saying that you're doing something bad to someone else. It's just that in the history of the human race, okay, there you go. That's like, how many thousands of years is that? 10,000 of years? I don't know, 100,000? No group, race, religion, or ethnicity is exempted. That's just a matter of fact. Someone did something bad to someone else. Okay, so I'm not sure about this Middle East eye. It looks like, what is this? Okay. It's mostly like some kind of recap. Angel Reese goes bananas. This is clickbait. Asman is traumatized. That's not it as well. I'm not going to watch this crap. Okay. Disney never gave a okay. What is this? Who's this guy? Morio. The content presented in this channel is intended for entertainment purposes only. There you go. It's for entertainment. Is he going to sing? Is he going to dance? I don't know, but it's for entertainment. Is it a stand-up comedy? I'm sorry. Banned. Okay. I've already seen this, I think. Mr. H reviews. 10 minutes. Oh, this one is like 34 minutes from XQC. Dwayne, I have like a few minutes, so I'm just going to go. There you go, that's the timer. Anyway, guys, going to end the stream here. I'm pretty sure most of you, if not all, are already up to speed. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I like watching Asmongold videos, okay? He has common sense opinions on a lot of things, and he also has I guess dumb opinions on a lot of things as well. But in the end, it's kind of entertaining to watch because he likes to say one thing and then he would backtracks after a while. At least he's not repetitive like Dr. Disrespect. I used to watch a lot of Dr. Disrespect, not the entire streams because the guy is insane. It's like streaming for 8 hours. I would watch the I guess you can say shortened versions, and he has the because Dr. Disrespect is a character, and he has this shtick that he does or that he do every time he live stream. He would like complain about things and then keep complaining and then end the stream by installing the thing or the game that he's complaining about, and the next day, guess what? The game is installed again and he's playing it. Again, Dr. Disrespect is a character. I'm not sure if Zack or Asmongold is playing a character in his streams, but I'm pretty sure it's not. It's my guess is that is him that we are watching. So it's kind of entertaining and fun to watch. Again, he has a lot of good points or good opinions on a lot of things. Also has like bad opinions or bad takes on a lot of things. When it comes to religion, he is dumb as F. Okay. That's why you should stay away when talking about religion. Maybe you should also stay away from talking about actual politics. And just focus on gaming politics. All this crap the assholes are creating or making gamers consume. And when gamers don't consume them, they blame the gamers for not playing their crap of a game. Maybe you should just stay on that. Anyway, guys, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and if you did, please consider following the channel in Rumble. If you're watching in Rumble, in Twitch. If you're watching in Twitch, in YouTube. Again, it's most probably for backup. I get like 0 views in YouTube. At least in Rumble, I would get like maybe 10, 20 views. That is more than what I get from YouTube. Again, 0 views, 1 view, 20 views is better than nothing. As for Twitch, I have no idea. Kick, okay, I'm streaming Kick as well. Go and follow the channel in Kick if you are in Kick. As for chat, well, I'm not monitoring chat except maybe for Rumble, so there you go. If you are inclined to say something, maybe say something nice about me, say something bad about me, well, you can do that in Rumble. Okay, go sign up. In Rumble, it's free. Also, if you do or did say something bad, it's again, you can say anything, okay? But there's a but though. I can't guarantee that I won't delete it. You are free to say anything. But it doesn't mean I will keep it up there. If it's bad, if you use like terrible words that might get the channel banned from Rumble, guess what? I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete them. If you're just spamming your what do you call this, service, you know, that you, if you're spamming things like you know, offers like you're going to make my channel popular in 10 days, guess what? I might delete it. Sometimes I just keep it there, but sometimes I would delete them. Or if you are promoting something with a link to a bad website with malwares, obviously I'm going to delete that. Okay, anyway guys, thank you for watching. Oh, by the way, let's see here. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye for now. I thought I remembered something, but then it disappeared. Like it wasn't there.